Okay, guys, so for today's video, we're gonna be talking about coffee again. A lot of coffee in the news. Except this time it's in Toronto. A coffee shop by the name The Anarchist is shutting down, and the whole premise of this place is that it's anti-capitalist. Now I'm gonna play a quick little video that blog TO did on them, and then we'll get into the article.
The Anarchist is a worker-owned, anti-capitalist, anti-colonial cafe, shop, and community space. Gabriel opened the space after leaving Vancouver due to its unwelcoming sense of classism. Though he never felt comfortable working in a coffee shop in BC, he knew if he were to have one of his own, it would have to adopt the values that occupy such a huge part of his life. A place devoted to radical leftist politics, revolution, ending capitalism, improving the world's economic system that benefits everyone and not just elites, and most importantly, sparking conversations that will help implement these ideas. Other than delicious coffee, which Gabriel is most definitely an expert in, the shop has a rich selection of progressive political books that he's selling at wholesale prices. I was happy to try some great light roast espresso here. I even tried my first espresso tonic, which is something of a micro revolution in itself. I highly recommend paying a visit to Gabriel at 190 Jarvis Street, if not for great coffee, for even greater conversation.
Okay, so oh boy, where do I start? Where do I start? First of all, the if for people who aren't familiar with Toronto, Jarvis Street is a terrible street. It is a lot of homeless, a lot of drugs, a lot of bums. Like, it's just a terrible street to try to have an anti-capitalist coffee shop, and it's pretty flooded with already a lot of things in that area. But the article goes on to talk about cafes closing down after just 1 year of business. And you wonder why? Anti-capitalist sounds fantastic, right? Well, did pay what you can for his coffee with the hope that all of his other things that you saw in the video, those little tote bags, those books, those specialty drinks and all that thing, would counterbalance all of the cheap coffee of the pay as you whatever you want, which in a sense is capitalism, which is funny when he's trying to run an anti-capitalist. I mean, he's got a business to begin with, but the article goes on to say, Toronto's supposedly anti-capitalist cafe, The Anarchist, has announced that it will be permanently shutting down just after 1 year of business. In a nobody saw that coming moment. Yeah, nobody could have seen this coming. A Toronto cafe that describes itself as anti-capitalist, anti-colonial, and a shop and radical community space on stolen land. So he built a business, even though he's anti-capitalist, on property that he's trying to be aware that it's stolen land, but then he's running his business on that land. It would announce that it would be shutting down permanently by the end of the month. To counter the idea that the business was itself a capitalist enterprise, the cafe introduced a pay what you can coffee, which the owner said cost the business money, but was supposedly subsidized by more expensive drinks on the menu. Like, how is this anti-capitalist then? Yeah, you're giving probably poor coffee out in hopes that people will buy your other crap. So you're still trying to make money. It's not like you're just giving it all away for free. And if the pay what you can was free, that's great. But all of your other stuff still costs money. So you're never going to be anti-capitalist. It goes on to say, yet this seemingly not enough to keep the coffee shop afloat, with owner Gabriel Sims writing, unfortunately, the lack of generational wealth or seed capital from ethnically bankrupt sources left me unable to weather the quiet winter season to grow in the ways needed to be sustainable longer term. So now he's blaming that the people who were coming to his shop didn't have enough money to keep his business alive. Like, you can't write this. You can't make this stuff up. So this is his little post talking about how he's closing down at the end of the month. Um, Sad news will be it's been amazing. I hope to see lots of you between now and the end of the month. Check the website. Um, he says it's been an amazing experience connecting with so many great community members, sparking desperately needed debate, raising the blood pressure of conservatives. That includes you. Fulfilling the dream of most service workers by not having to tolerate the presence of professional class traitors, pigs, and military. So this is how he refers to the cops. And experimenting with living and working in ways that don't enthusiastically embrace the pure misanthropy of capitalism. He goes on to say, this is a quote, F the rich, F the police, F the state, F the colonial death camp we call Canada. Now, this guy came from BC and came to Toronto, yet he has such a problem with Canada as a whole. Why is he still in Canada? Why is he deciding to make a business in Canada? To kind of stick it to the man? Like, no wonder this guy failed. All of his ideas are just stupid. This is the video we just watched. It goes on to say the Anarchist, which opened its for business in March of 2020, went viral last year with internet users mocking the leftist cafe for charging high prices for its specialty coffee, as well as selling radical art, books, clothing, jewelry, tote bags, and stickers. As I said, you're giving away free coffee in hopes of selling that other overpriced stuff. I saw pictures of the menu. There's like $7 coffees, $8, $9 coffees, $5 coffees, which again, you go to Starbucks, same thing. But like this guy's trying to make a point of it not being a capitalist thing. Rest in peace, Marx and Engels. You would have loved the Anarchist Coffee in downtown Toronto that is charging $4 for a coffee in your name, one Twitter user said. Like, again, it's just too funny. I don't know, like the jokes write itself. This guy is delusional. The fact that he thought that he could get away with this and then blame it on generational wealth and seed capital making his business fail the way it did. I mean, I hate to see somebody struggle and lose all their money, but when you're this stupid with your money and your ideas, it's kind of like, as we would say, bum feita, like serves you right kind of thing. You did it to yourself. But anyways, love to hear what you guys have to say, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully, it won't be about coffee. Take it easy.